After learning about physical properties of alcohols and phenols, now we can go for the chemical properties. So before going for a set of different chemical reactions, now let us go for general chemical properties of alcohols and phenols. So usually whatever that compounds we can consider, that is alcohol and phenol, both are said to be having the same functional group, that is OH. Now the main reactions will be due to the cleavage of bond between either oxygen and hydrogen, or it will be between carbon and oxygen. And now we can consider these alcohols will be having that cleavage of bond between either oxygen and hydrogen or bond between carbon and oxygen. Now it depends on two particular mechanisms where we can find here alcohols are behaving both as nucleophiles as well as electrophiles. If you consider alcohols are behaving as nucleophiles, then they are attracted towards positive center. In case if alcohols are acting as electrophiles, they are attracted towards electron rich center. Now we can go for the very first case, that is when do these alcohol will be acting as nucleophile. Now we can find this. There is one molecule of ROH I have written on the board. Now whenever that alcohol comes in contact with the electron deficient center, for example here this carbon is carrying positive charge, that is carbocation. Now we can easily guess there will be attack of this nucleophile towards this electron deficient center, because here we can find oxygen is carrying two lone pairs of electrons of this functional group OH. Once it is attacking on this electron deficient center, we can find that R along with that oxygen along with the hydrogen, it is making bond with that carbon. We can find the same hydrogen atom here, and new bond is formed. Due to the formation of that new bond, for the formation of the new bond, this lone pair of electron is actually involved. Therefore, now because of deficiency of electron in the valency, we can find that positive charge on the oxygen atom. Now it is said to be unstable. Then what happens in the next step to gain stability? Here there is a possibility, since oxygen is bonded to the less electronegative hydrogen atom, chances are more to attract that bond pair of electron away from the hydrogen towards this positively charged oxygen. Hence there will be removal of hydrogen in the form of proton, that is H plus, where you will get back the neutrality on the oxygen atom. So in this case, whenever alcohol acts as a nucleophile, we can find there is a breakage of bond between oxygen and hydrogen, and here there will be removal of H plus, that is proton. And if we come for the second case, in the second case alcohols is acting as actually electrophile. When do this alcohol acts as electrophile? This is possible when alcohol gets protonated. Whenever an alcohol interact with proton, then here what type of attack will be taking place? Now there will be chance taking place with respect to electrophilic attack. So now this alcohol is acting as electrophile. So once you can just consider, before going for that it is acting as electrophile. Now this proton, once it interact with this OH group, here you can find this OH group is containing electronegative oxygen atom, which is bearing two lone pairs of electrons. And now this proton is making bond with oxygen. So we are getting OH2 here, and oxygen again it is carrying positive charge. So RCH2 OH2, here oxygen is carrying positive charge. So it is said to be highly unstable. Whatever that negative part of that hetero molecule is there here, it is positive charged ion and it is negatively charged ion. So now particular example if we consider Br minus, it is negative species, there is a chance for this attack of this Br minus on this carbon. Now here actually alcohol is acting as electrophile. It is just getting attacked with this electron rich center Br minus. So in this case, whenever it is acting as electrophile, now there is much chance for the breakage of bond between carbon and oxygen. That is why once this Br minus getting attached to this carbon atom, we can find the bond between carbon and Br, then there will be possibility for the shifting of this bond towards oxygen to gain the neutrality for the oxygen atom, and hence there will be formation of water molecule with the breakage of bond between carbon and oxygen. Whenever it is acting as a nucleophile here, much chance is given for the breakage of bond between oxygen and hydrogen with the release of H+. Whenever there is a possibility for interacting with proton, then with a negative ion, then it is able to break the bond between carbon and oxygen. So that means if you go for further reactions, there will be two set of reactions you are going to learn particularly about alcohols, that is reactions even including phenols, reactions involving cleavage of OH bond and reactions involving cleavage of, instead of OH bond we can consider reactions involving cleavage of CO bond. Now in this session we are going to learn about reactions involving cleavage of OH bond. So in those set of reactions, very first we can start with, that is acidity of alcohols and phenols. If you know alcohols and phenols, whether they are acidic in nature or basic in nature, you can easily guess both alcohols as well as phenols are acidic in nature. But you should know the reason behind it. How we are going to explain in terms of chemistry, whether they are acidic in nature or basic in nature. Now, very first evidence given for their acidic character, it is based on the reaction of either alcohols or phenols with more electropositive metals, like it will be sodium, potassium, magnesium or aluminium. When an alcohol is made to react with sodium, then it results in the formation of sodium alkoxide, ROH reacting with Na to give RONA, alkoxy. RO means alkoxy group, along with sodium it is sodium alkoxide, and there will be liberation of the gas, which is that gas, that is hydrogen gas. So the liberation of hydrogen gas with sodium, it is representing that alcohol is behaving as acidic in nature. Next, if we consider one example, ethanol C2H5OH, when it is made to react with sodium, you are going to get the formation of the product. So sodium ethoxide, since that valency for sodium is 1, so sodium is getting binded with one ethyl alcohol group, that is C2H5ONa, named as sodium ethoxide, and there will be liberation of hydrogen gas. And if we consider another metal other than sodium, if we go for magnesium, you know the valency for magnesium is 2. Hence, it is combining with 2 set of ethoxy groups. So, we can consider it as ethyl alcohol. When interact with magnesium, you are going to get magnesium ethoxide. Magnesium is bonded to 2 ethoxy groups. Therefore, we can write C2H5O twice Mg, magnesium ethoxide, and even here there will be liberation of hydrogen gas. If we come for phenol, even phenol is also able to react with sodium, similar to that of alcohol. When phenol reacts with sodium, it is resulting in the formation of sodium phenoxide. As usual, there will be liberation of hydrogen gas. It is giving the evidence that even phenol is also acting as acid like alcohols. Therefore, this set of reactions give the evidence for the acidic character of both alcohols as well as phenols. Once we know that alcohols as well as phenols can react with more electropositive metals like sodium, magnesium, potassium, it shows that they are acidic in nature. And of course, they are acting as Bronsted acids. What are Bronsted acids? These are the compounds or the molecules which can donate proton. What are Bronsted bases which can accept proton are called as Bronsted bases. Here both alcohols as well as phenols, they can donate proton, release proton, hence they are acting as Bronsted acids. Now we are going to compare that acidic character of the alcohols with water. So before going for that comparison, as you know they are acting as acidic in nature. What are the causes of the acidic character for the alcohols? How this alcohol is going to act as acidic in nature? Very first we can consider the general formula for alcohol, ROH. Here you can go for the bond between oxygen and hydrogen. Among oxygen and hydrogen, oxygen is more electronegative and hydrogen is very less electronegative. Hence it will gain delta negative and delta positive. There will be polarity between oxygen and hydrogen. Hence there is cause for the release of this H in the form of H plus, whereas this oxygen can withdraw the electron away from the hydrogen. So it is resulting in the release of this proton by gaining the electron away from this hydrogen. It is causing the acidic character for alcohols. So very first reason, causes for the acidic character of alcohol, very first reason which one you can give, that is due to polar nature of the OH bond. And even if you compare that electronegativity difference, oxygen is highly electronegative when compared to hydrogen. Due to this more electronegative difference, it is easy for oxygen to withdraw the electron, bonded pair of electron towards oxygen, that is away from hydrogen. So these are the two reasons why we have to consider alcohols are acidic in nature. Now if you compare that acidic character of alcohols with water, whether alcohols are more acidic in nature than water or less acidic in nature when compared to water, you are going to know that. Once alcohol comes in contact with a strong base, let me consider that negative species base with negative charge. So this alcohol can easily interact with this base carrying electron, that means it is electron rich center. Now there is a possibility for the withdrawal of this bonded pair of electron towards more electronegative oxygen atom, so that it helps for that release of this proton. Whatever that proton is released, once it interacts with this B minus, it can easily make the bond with that strong base. It is resulting in the formation of conjugate acid. So here base is converting into acid. The pair of these two species which are differing, the pair of acid and base which are differing from proton, they are considered as conjugate acid base pair. Similarly, if you go for this RO group, once there is removal of proton from alcohol, it results in the formation of alkoxy ion. So here it is acting as conjugate base. So hence you can get two pairs of conjugate acid base pair. So B minus is in conjugate with BH, whereas ROH is in conjugate with RO minus. There are two pairs of conjugate acid base. And in the next step, there is possibility for the interaction of this alkoxy group with the water. It can easily react with, that is, it can easily, that is, withdrawing that electron from the water. That alkoxy group, it withdraws or it attracts that proton away from the water molecule. Therefore, here water molecule is acting as acid, whereas RO group is acting as a base because it is accepting the proton. Here water molecule is donating the proton. Hence this RO species or that base, alkoxy base RO group is converting into ROH, that is conjugate acid. It is getting converted back into ROH. Whereas this water molecule, by losing proton, it is converting into conjugate base, that is hydroxyl ion, OH minus. Here also in this case you are going to get two pairs of conjugate acid base pairs. RO is in conjugate with ROH and H2O is in conjugate with OH minus. Now if you compare the one which is donating proton is said to be strong acid, and therefore we can consider alcohols are less acidic than water, because here water actually donating proton towards the alcohol. So RO group is converting into ROH. Now we can decide alcohols are weaker acids than water by comparing these two set of reactions. And if you compare that alkoxide ion along with that OH minus ion, if acid is strong, then its conjugate base will be weaker. Hence we can consider among RO minus and OH minus which is strong base, that is RO minus. Alkoxide ions are strong bases when compared to this OH minus ions. And of course we can compare that alcohols are weaker acids than water or stronger acids than water. For that you should know the reason why alcohols are actually considered as weaker acids than water. Now in case of alcohol, we can represent that formula as ROH. And in case of water, there will be presence of central oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms on either side. Now we can easily guess, here in case of water, it is bonded to two hydrogen atoms. Both are electropositive in nature compared to this most electronegative oxygen atom. Now in this case alcohol, oxygen one side it is bonded to hydrogen, another side it is bonded to alkyl group. In case of water, now if there is release of one proton here it can easily release that proton or it is difficult to release that proton. It is decided with another bond. Now in case of water, H2O can ionize to give, what it can ionize to give? It can ionize to give OH minus plus H plus. And here in the case of OH minus, there is no alkyl group. There is no alkyl group for the release of, easy release of that proton. In the water molecule, if there should be bond strength should be stronger between oxygen and hydrogen, then there should be certain donor species on the other side. Here hydrogen atom is not exhibiting any inductive effect. It is not exhibiting inductive effect like in alcoholic group where we can find R is exhibiting inductive effect. So it is exhibiting plus I effect. Once it exhibits plus I effect, it is releasing electron towards oxygen atom. Now once there is a group which is helping for the release of electron towards oxygen atom, then it is said to be OH bond will become stronger. It is not easy for the breakage of bond between oxygen and hydrogen to release H plus, and there will be formation of RO minus. So because of plus inductive effect, so the oxygen and hydrogen bond strength will be becoming stronger and it is difficult for the release of the H plus. Whereas in case of water, the release of proton will be easier because on other side of oxygen there is no R group but there is only H. Therefore among alcohol and water which can easily release that proton, that is water. Hence alcohols are weaker acids than water. So what is that first reason here? It is given. It is due to the plus I effect of the R group in alcohol. But you don't find that plus I effect in case of water. And with respect to OH bond strength, which is stronger, either it is in alcohols or in water, the OH bond strength will be stronger in alcohols than in water. Because among oxygen and hydrogen which is poor, that is hydrogen is poor, it is more greedy, it is trying to pull the electron away from the hydrogen, but it is not making that because other group on other side R is helping for the release of electron, increase the electron density in oxygen, hence it will not disturb and it will not kick out this hydrogen. But whereas in water, there will be presence of only hydrogen. Therefore, there will be not much bond strength will be there in case of oxygen and hydrogen. This oxygen will become more greedy. It will be trying to pull away the electron from the hydrogen so that it can release of this H in the form of H+. The order of acidic strength in case of alcohols, that is with respect to primary alcohols, secondary alcohols and tertiary alcohols. Once you know that alcohols are weaker acids than water, even among the different types of alcohols we can compare the acidic strength. What is that order given here? So primary alcohols are stronger acids than secondary alcohols. Secondary alcohols are stronger acids than tertiary alcohols. In case of primary alcohols, as you can see, there will be presence of or CH2OH. There will be only one alkyl group is helping for the increase of electron density towards the oxygen atom. Whereas in case of secondary alcohol, there will be presence of two R groups which are helping for the release of electron towards the electronegative oxygen atom. And whereas in case of tertiary alcohol, there will be presence of three alkyl groups which are helping for the release of electron towards electronegative oxygen atom. If one helper is there to increase the electron density for oxygen, it will leave off this poor hydrogen atom, so it makes bond strongly with the OH. And in case if there are two helpers for this, still that bond strength, it will not make this hydrogen atom to be kicked away from it. Hence, that bond strength will still become higher. In case of tertiary alcohol, there are three helpers for this carbon, then it will release us towards oxygen. Hence, it will not make this hydrogen to be moving away from the oxygen. Therefore, as there is increase in the number of alkyl groups, there will be increase in the bond strength of the OH. Therefore, we can consider primary alcohols are more acidic. As you go for secondary, the bond strength will become stronger and they will become less acidic. And secondary alcohols are less acidic compared to primary alcohols. And among secondary and tertiary, so in case of tertiary alcohol, since the bond strength is still higher, its acidic character decreases. Therefore, we can consider that among primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols, which are more acidic in nature, that is primary alcohols. Which are very less acidic in nature, that is tertiary alcohols. Now, we can easily compare that acidic character of alcohols with water, and even you can compare the acidic character of different alcohols. That is mainly depending on the bond strength of the OH, and it is also due to the polarity between the oxygen and the hydrogen. I think it is clear with regard to the acidic character of alcohols and comparison of acidic character with water.